Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, my lovely people. Section 107 Fair Use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please don't go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It is my opinion and my opinion only. Oh, wait. Let's get some business out the way. And yes, I'm about to get messy, real messy, okay? Let me just say this. I don't understand where all these little channels and things keep popping up in my comments and got something to say when it always comes to Peach. Well, Miss Donisha, let me just tell you something. This is clout chasing at its finest. Donisha wants to make videos and wants to get in people's comments and talk about Peach. What draws y'all over here? Like I said, I don't know. But once you drop down in my comments, it gives me free reign to read you, okay? Let me just say this, Miss Donisha. Be happy nobody's reacting on you, because the reaction channels that I see that do react on you surely do read you. You probably don't want me to pay any more attention to your boring channel than I already have, because let me say one thing. If you are a Christian like you always claim to be, aka Rasta, Queen, Tracy's World, why don't you take that over there to her channel with that stuff? Stop throwing God into the mess of Peach. You gonna come over here and tell me I'm doing witchcraft and I'm so messy, it's gonna end my days. Well, let me just say one thing. This has nothing to do with God. My belief in God, my love with God, my connection with God is no business of yours. So stop coming over here, leaving your comments. Stop trying to make videos. Oh, y'all shouldn't be on Peach. Y'all should support Peach. Bitch, you clout chasing just like the rest of these people you claim. You hope that Peach will show you some attention or give you a shout out or view your channel or give you a comment, and she pays you no attention. Peach gives you no attention because if you're not buying her bundle or her class, like you do all the time to review and think it's going to help your channel and it's done nothing. Do you not realize she pays you no attention unless you giving her money? And then she's still not giving you one-on-one attention. You just a number that's in a Zoom that's giving her bank. So I don't understand why you over here. But go back to your boring channel before we start reacting on you and your unhealthy ways and your unhealthy lifestyle and your messy ways. Go find you some friends. Go find you something to do. Ain't you like a new mama and should be focused on your kids and things of that nature? Why would you come over here to tell me about myself when you know what my channel is? So you enjoy the mess. So keep on coming over here because we're going to give you the mess. Honey, take that over there to Rasta. Don't bring it over here because we don't want to hear it. I'm serious. Her comment is still down there. I haven't taken the time to respond to it till I made the video. If y'all want to go and comment and do whatever y'all want, y'all can feel free because the storm chasers know what exactly to do. That's number one. Number two, don't nobody want you over here. Going back over there. I think you a little jealous that Peach don't pay you no attention and you can't be like Peach and everything that you tried to do, have kids in your upper near 30s, 40s and things of that nature. None of it works. All the rudeness that you send your mama and the way that you act and you overtalk her and you try and pretend that y'all having good mukbangs and family dinners when none of y'all act like y'all can stand each other and giving y'all the side eye. Honey, go over there and stick on your channel because this one gonna stay what it is, okay? This one gonna stay with the biz and it is mine. It says Storm. It don't say Donisha. So you can find your way to the exit, honey, before you get red real bad, okay? So, now, why we done got that out the way, okay? Yeah, now let's go on with the subject. But one thing that I don't understand is why people are always trying to say well, if content creators are talking about Peach, that's not godly, that's not holy, but then continue to support Peach. Well, the last time that I checked, one of the 10 commandments was that you shall honor thy mother and father. So you mean to tell me you could pick and choose what part of the Bible you want to quote to certain people and what fits to every situation? It don't work like that. God's love is continuous to everyone. And honey, like I said, what about that 10th commandment that one that you support is always breaking, huh? What about one of them 10 commandments she's always breaking? Or the fact that she treats her marriage like a rag doll. She can go over here and drag her husband, then the next day they stand outside of a PORN shop or SEX shop and she talking about roses and she's breaking her back and bending over. Then she hates him. Then she talks about her in-laws like a dog. Then she's back to being in love with them. Then she's singing to him and telling him that she wants a side dude, right? And the whole time that she's talking about how she wants a side dude, to. She's got her 17-year-old son sitting in the back seat, right? Sitting in the back seat while they running all these inappropriate errands and talking to each other all crazy. And then Gregory McKay is right in between two car seats looking at each other. Or why don't you go over there and ask the one that you follow where are her kids when she's out doing that and her teenager is sitting in the car? Because the rest of them show ain't piled up in there and lumped up in there while they riding down the highway singing love songs to each other and pretending to be back in love. We got a lot of questions. It just don't make no sense, right? Nothing ever does. So let's talk about all of this mess. Let's talk about the getting the free stuff. Let's talk about the eviction. Let's kind of break it down for a minute, okay? Because Peach is over here. She is very, very upset. She is very upset that, honey, people was in her eviction Zoom after she shared the information to it. Everybody acts like people are saying we want to see her on the street. Don't nobody want to see no kids on the street. Let me just say that. But did she feel that way when she didn't go pay the rent and she claimed that she gambled it away? Or do you mean the fact that she's out here and she's saying that she has made oh man, almost $40,000 according to her, $19,000 and $18,000 on just classes. And instead, okay, of going and finding a place for her children to lay their head and be secure, I mean, at this point, you have a 3-bedroom apartment that the lease is going to be up in a few months, either way that it goes, whether they boot you or not. Why would you not, if you were making the type of money that she claims she is, if you can throw a class and make $20,000, honey, why aren't you just saying, forget all of this drama. I'm being evicted. I didn't pay my rent. Let me go out and find a place for myself and my children without the court telling me to do so. Don't you think that once you had twins, Peach, that you needed an upgrade, that you needed more space? So what's the point of you getting out here, making all this money, and every time that we see you make any money that you claim that you've made, you're at Target, blowing it, buying 50,000 outfits, buying jewelry, buying earrings, buying unnecessary things. We see you at Sam's Club. We see you going at Popeyes, buying out to eat. Girl, you've been shopping since you so-called made this money, but you ain't shopped for a new place for your kids to lay their head. It is unbelievable. But you know, this is what I predicted. See, I predicted that if everybody showed up at the Zoom court, she was going to flip it to be the victim. I knew that the Peach Patch would then fall for the okie doke, start taking her classes, start buying her bundles, just putting money in her pocket in different ways, super chatting, buying roses on TikTok, that they were going to come out of the woodwork. And she knew this too. That's why she was advertising, hey, this is my Zoom meeting and I want you guys to show up. This is classic victim behavior. This is what Peach wanted to do so that she could flip it and say, oh, I'm phenomenal. Look how much money I made. But the thing is, you can make billions of dollars. It's not about how much money you make. Is about what you do with your money. You get out here and you talk about people that work 9 to 5s, but they live better than you. You have people who have 3 children and they all have their own bedroom and they're not humped up on top of each other. They're not out here doing anything that's drama. They clock in, they clock out, and they still live better than you. You may make more money than them, but you don't know what to do with it because you are still stuck in a project mindset, a project mentality, and just overall project vibes up. So you can make money upon money upon money upon money, and then you will blow it and do the dumbest things with it instead of putting some to the side to make sure that you are secure. Because there's absolutely no way in the right mind of myself that I would be out here making $20,000-$30,000 in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then I'm sitting here worried about who's showing up at eviction court or me even showing up at eviction court. At this point, you got $11,000 in the tank. That's enough to pay off what you owe this apartment complex, right? This is what I'm thinking as a person who is rational. That money that's in there, it's already gone. It's not in my pocket. Let them take their money. They can't say that I owe them anything and let me walk out the door. Matter of fact, let me go and upgrade my life, because if I was so phenomenal like I'm saying that I am, I would show people that I could upgrade, that I could level up. But being on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all these years, growing subscribers, growing these classes, doing all of this stuff, Peach has showed us what? What kind of growth? Absolutely none. If you have been on here for all these years and you're continuing to grow on your platforms like you say you are, and you're continuing to make money on your platforms, a lot of these women, I don't know how they do it. Peach is one. How do you continue to say that you growing and that you making money and you doing this, but you haven't upgraded not one thing in your life? You don't have vehicles that you own. You don't have a home that you own. You're still getting evicted at your grown age with all your subscribers. You are still getting repoed pose at your grown age with all your subscribers, the only thing that we can say that is consistent that comes out of Peach is children. That's the only thing that she is good at reproducing and making. And I'm going to tell you, sometimes that's a struggle for her. And I ain't saying that to be messy or cruel, but that is just the truth. That's the only thing that stays consistent with her is children popping out of that hallway. After that, there is nothing that is consistent. And then, honey, and then the nerve, right? It's the nerve. It's the nerve that who cares about CPS, right? Who cares about it? Who's ever calling it? Because at this point, like I said, I don't believe that the subscribers are calling CPS. I don't believe it's people on the internet. I believe that there's things going on in Peach's life, and that's what she doesn't want to come out in eviction court. I think she doesn't want anyone to hear the fact that the lawyer is going to sit there for the complex and say, number one, honey, you had DV calls, and he's going to list those DV calls. He's going to list those CPS calls. He's going to list the disturbances. He's going to list that there are actual residents with leases making complaints, noise ordinance. I mean, he's going to lay it all out so that she can't play victim. That's what she don't want people to hear. When it comes to the whole CPS, I think that, number one, Peach has had cases going on, and I think that they've been sticking with her, trying to work through family plans and everything else. I don't believe that they're new. But, recently, right? Not the rich Bish, okay, is getting free-ish. The rich Bish is getting free-ish. Now, let me just say things. I don't care if she does get free things. A lot of people don't. They saying, good, she need help with them kids. It's not the fact and the matter of that, okay? It's the fact of the matter that this woman, Peach herself, has sat on her platform and has said people who get food stamps, housing, if they get any kind of assistance, any kind of daycare voucher, anything like that, that they are a PAH and that they are broke and they are disgusting. She laughs at them. She says, I'm rich and y'all get free-ish. That's what she says to people. So even if it's a pack and play, even if it's Similac, and let's take a back pedal to the Similac, right? Not the, oh, I'm a cow. I'm a cow. I'm a cow, not pumping, having all them tatas, them long squirt gun nipples hanging all out on the screen, sitting there acting like she milking herself day and night. I let you guys know that, number one, with the stress that Peach has going on, I don't believe that her milk is producing like that. That's number one. Number two, a woman who is on the go 24 hours a day and can't sit down, I don't believe she's pumping like that. That's number two. And number three, as big as that goiter is and the way her eyes are dark and everything else, there is something going on in the thyroid or in the health department. I ain't trying to diagnose her, because if I did, it had to be physical, mental, and emotional. All kinds of things jacked up, right? But I don't believe she's producing milk like that. And it was proven because she took the Similac. Now, number one, if she get on here and say she didn't need it, shame on her for taking it for someone who did need it. And number two, I believe that she did need it, but she don't want to just admit that she can't breastfeed the way she thought she could, or it's just not producing the way it should. So CPS gave her free vouchers to go out and get some daycare. It wasn't based on income. It was just something that I guess they do for the community in general, so that the people can get on their feet and get back to, everyday life and normal things. Let me just say this. Who cares if it was free? It's the fact of the matter that you have enough money, right, Peach? Because you brag about it all the time. If you didn't brag about it, you didn't show your sales, if you didn't embellish, if you didn't lie, if you didn't stand in the bank and dance with racks of money and cash and throw it in people's face, if you didn't call us PAHs or didn't call us broke B's and O's, we would never know what was in your bank account or what your money was that you were bringing in. But you do that because you think it's a flex. You should not be accepting anything free and then wear a hat or have a brand that says Big Bag, Big Bank. Big Bag, Big Bank should not need anything. Big Bag, Big Bank should not be getting evicted. Big Bag, Big Bank LLC over there that you call it should definitely not need no free rental vouchers. With all those kids that you got, daycare vouchers. With all those kids that you got over there, honey, you should have them in so many programs. It should make our heads spin. One should be in football, one should be in basketball, one should be in gymnastics. We should see one over here in the chess club. We should see them over here doing it up. Honey, you should have before care, after care, nannies, and everything else the way that you claim that you over there living and making it. Honey, that's the problem with it. It's not that they gave it to you. It's the fact of the matter that what you're getting for free is the same thing you talked about other people getting. The things that you are getting for free, you shouldn't need for free because you claim you got enough money to buy anything, honey. Ponies, houses, dreams, men, cars, whatever, but ain't none of them being purchased. Ain't that about a blip? You claim you got enough money for all of this stuff, but you ain't purchased not one. And then to sit around and act like being at CPS is a flex because you got a free pack and play or you got some free daycare vouchers like it's a flex. Oh, look at this. They can help you if you want it. Even having to deal with any of that is not a flex, honey. I don't get it. I just don't. It's like the way that people think and that the way, they just, come off, and the people that say some of these things that's got to do with Peach. I mean, it's like, we know nobody's life is perfect. Let me just say that. No one's life is perfect because there's no such thing as a perfect life. Life is what you make of it, right? Life is what you do with it. Life is what you live, learn, and what you decide that you want in your life. Sometimes just, having peace is some of the best thing that you can ever have. Peach is a person that will never have peace. Like I said, as long as she keep having children, she'll never wake up to peace. She's got some things that she's going to have to deal with for a lifetime going on over there. As long as Peach is the way she is, she'll never have peace. She may have money, but it'll never bring peace, and it will never bring happiness because she doesn't even know what to do with the money that she has. She's so ignorant when it comes to money and to men and to just being a mother and being focused. It's just tragic. But nobody's perfect. But in this instance, you have to think about the image that someone is bringing out. This is a woman who wants us to believe that she is rich, right? She wants us to believe that she has a big bag. She wants us to believe that she's happy. She wants us to believe that everything is fine. I am still stuck, right, y'all? I'm going to be honest. I'm still stuck on the fact that, number one, people can't even think that she's the person that she is. Well, I think it's a skit, the stuff that she was saying about Wood and his family and his mama, and I think he knew she was going to say that. Do you think if my dad died, my brother died, and my mother was hurting, that I would care if my wife was getting out here and it was a skit? I would never go along with it. I would never respect her. If somebody in my life said, well, I'm going to say this about, people that have passed away in your life that you loved and care about just to make $1, I still wouldn't be able to look at you or lay next to you. I'd be out of there. So this is like, no morals having. But can somebody tell me how you can go 1 week of hating your husband and then the next week y'all is over at the SEX shop and y'all about to break it down and make some more kids to put into this jacked up situation that you call life? Like, what is really going on? And then what can you say about Wood? Because let me tell you something, yo, Wood, yo, ding ding, yo, manhood, whatever they want to call it, should not be able to even get erect thinking about what this woman has said to you. Let's not even talk about how she acting, dressing, and around here doing herself. But let's talk about the fact that she has talked about your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your grandma, and everything else. How do you get an erection looking at that? Thinking about that? Like, you got to be real mentally jacked up to do that. For real, it should curve in and backwards, and it should be limp, and it should be just totally deflated when you have to think about what someone has done to you. But this shows when someone is there just for the money. Because, see, he going to be all into you, honey. He going to drop it off in your drawers. He going to make that deposit. He going to keep creating these children with you because it's money time. It's money time. Oh, have we ever seen Wood this much on camera? Have we? He interacted with kids. He's taking them out to ride on their bikes. He's riding in the car with her. They singing R&B hits. He's at the hospital carrying the twins. He's laying on the couch with them. I mean, honey, he's actually cracking a smile every now and then. Honey, we know what that's for. That's all for the love of money. You will rob your own brother for the love of money. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Baby, when I tell y'all, I done said a mouthful because I'm just totally confused what's going on. I was lucky to get out here and I got to talk to my folks, make a longer video, and we got to get up in it. Now, we going to see what's going to happen tomorrow at court, honey. We going to go see what happened because I can't wait to go live to see, what exactly is going on. But I got to thank y'all for being here. I got to thank y'all for watching. And I want y'all to have y'all a wonderful Monday because, honey, we just done got out here and tickled ourselves. Till I talk to y'all later. Toodles.